We just sold our house.
Hey gang, we are on our way to a really cool closing today. Michelle and Al are closing on their property on Brooks. It was a listing that I was able to get. And what was cool about this one is that it was actually an expired listing. And I was competing against a couple other agents. And I remember when I sat down with Michelle and Al, that they even mentioned one of their agents that wanted the gig brought a box of chocolates, right? So trying to bribe them into getting the listing. Well, I ended up getting the listing and then we got it closed. So along the way, there were some hiccups. The other agent on the other side was really communicative, kept me in the loop as the buyers were selling a house out in Illinois. And that was a big piece of the puzzle. He was able to keep an open mind as well, work with me to help get it closed. This was really a joint effort. And man, Michelle and Al were amazing the entire way. We had a lot of fun. At the end of the day, we made sure that they were happy. And the thing with Al, he used to be in sales and he's Italian. So those combinations, he would really come at me to make sure that I had their best interest. And that is what I had. And I want you to hear it from Michelle and Al. We're going to be at the closing table. We're going to have some conversations. We're going to get this puppy signed and let them enjoy their lives. They are excited to start into some new adventures. So take a look. Here is Michelle and Al.
Someone with a lot of energy, a person that's very charismatic, and on top of things, and good communication.
Yeah, he knew his business. He knew exactly where we should price the house. All the questions I had, he answered, and you just knew he was a professional. And kind of like I just said, he had the right price range. You knew exactly what people would be looking for, what colors on the walls, what to put up and take down. He just knew his job. He knew his profession. And we kind of got to a point where we just said, hey, Jason, just tell us what to do. This is your business. Followed right along his playbook, and it worked.
Ditto.
Ditto.
Keeping everything on track.
Yeah, just when we got that first offer, that was the most exciting thing, obviously. And just following through with the people, and he was keeping in touch with them all the way and keeping in touch with us all the way. And he just kept it. It took a stressful situation and made it really actually fun. I would in a heartbeat, yeah, because he did everything right. He made no mistakes. He followed up with us all the way. We were comfortable with the whole process.
And you stayed in communication. That's the most important part. We heard from you once, twice a week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was great. Or whatever Al would take.
Which I did a lot.
Wow. Getting to the closing was the biggest hurdle because the stress of different obstacles that were presented from accepting the offer to this point. Sometimes we just wanted to cry and sometimes we laughed, and now it's done. So everything is great.
Yeah, we had to make, they come in and they saw the house and they loved the house, but there was this and there was that. And you had to bargain back and forth, and which I'm good at anyway, but Jason was better. Jason came up with a solution for every problem. So that it was nice having him there to say, hey, well, why don't we offer him this? Why don't we offer him that? And worked out right to our advantage every time. So it was nice. Your demeanor was, because I was like, screw it, we're not going to tell him no. And you're like, well, why don't we listen, do this and do that? And I'm not one to be talked off the ledge to him, but you did. You talked me down a lot and calmed me down. So It was a nice mesh of personalities the whole time.
It was.
When you first mentioned the videos, I didn't even think about it until I actually saw the video. And when it started, I was like, oh, he's insane. And we didn't realize it, and we hired him. And then I looked at the whole video and I said, that was really kind of cool. I thought it was different from what I was used to. And my first reaction was not good. My second reaction was, that was great. I loved it. So I actually thought it made a difference in the presentation on Realtor and everywhere. Look, I watched it a few times, and all my relatives and I call it, and you got to watch this guy. They watched it and said, that was cool. They liked it. So it really made a difference.
Well, I love the fact that you really pointed out everything that was in the community.
Yeah.
I thought that was very important.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
In a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
If you're ever looking to buy or sell real estate, we highly recommend that you just ask Justak.
Yay!
You better appreciate that.
Awesome. Awesome. Woo.